everyone and welcome to the channel. Today I am going to try and make a pair of polymer clay earrings. I saw a cute little design that had like a little art palette and a paintbrush and some paints in it, and that's what I'm going to try and recreate today. If you'd like to see what that process looks like, then by all means stick around and let's get started. First I'm going to start with some Sculpey. So Sculpey is oven baked clay and you can set it in the oven at about 135 degrees, I believe. I need to double check that. I have my glasses on, but things in packaging, there we go. So 130 degrees, 15 minutes. So that's what I'm going to be using along with some other clay that I ended up going to Spotlight, and I got one of those packs for about $30, which had all different colours in it, so I'll use those as well. Let's see, I might use some of those colours, not all of them, but we'll see how we go. Probably more than enough. And fortunately it is feeling very soft, so that's a good sign. I don't want to make these too big. I reckon probably about a thumb size ball. Let's go with that. Right, so in order to make these earrings I'm going to need this shape here, a knife and a little circle cutter. So I'm just going to roll out the polymer clay. Not too thin, probably about that thick. And then I'm going to cut the two sections. So one here and one there. Okay. And take the excess away. And then for each of these little pieces, I'm then going to cut. So I'm going to cut from about here and just go around and out and around. So I'm just going to eyeball it at this stage and then flip it onto this piece and just kind of get the same. Okay, so now that I've got that basic shape, I will tidy these up shortly and just cut a hole where it would normally go into one of these pallets. So there we go. And then using just something very small that you've got, I'm just going to use this tool here, I'm going to make a couple of different holes. So starting at the top, and into each of those little holes I'm going to put a piece of colour. Place them into where those dots are. And sort of squish them in. So that's the red. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the other colours because they're all in paper. It's going to take a long time, so and we'll come back. Okay, so I'm just conditioning up some of this orangey colour. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll it on my block. Until I get a bit of it there. And then I'm going to cut away a section of it, make sure it's the same length. And then to the end, I'm just going to pinch so that it makes like a little handle. Right. And I'll try to do these side by side to kind of make them as similar as I can. And then to this bit, I just want to add a little bit of grey, which is going to be like the band part of the and then I have some of this brown colour. I'm going to halve up and use that for the bristles. And then to those pieces, I'm just going to do a little bit of texture. There we go. The paint palettes, like so. And the last thing that I have to do to make these earrings in the long run is to put a little bit of a finding in there so that I can attach it to it. So you kind of need these pin things, and obviously it's a bit too long to be in there, so I'm going to cut this one down. The kit came with some accessories there, so I'm just going to cut it down into half, and I get the pin inside of it. I'll put it back down onto the baking paper. So I'm just going to press this in. If it doesn't quite sit in after baking, I'd probably pull it out and put a little bit of glue in there anyway. So, oops, hang on, stuffed it. Let's go again. Got to try and go dead straight so that it doesn't come flying out the side of my piece. There we go. I think that I'm happy kind of with those. And there they are, ready to go get put into the oven. I had an interesting time making these, and I learned a lot. The resin that I was using wasn't very good. It's very, very sticky. So I ended up using Mod Podge over the top of these at the end of the day. I still really like them. I'm going to wear them. The backs were discoloured a little bit, but fortunately you don't see those very much when you're wearing them. So I'm just going to put the findings on these. I had another little cutout. I made some little croissants as well. But they're going to need another type of backing on the back of those. So in the kits that I have bought, we have these type of backing, which I'll be able to use for the croissants. So I'll need 2 of those. And I'm just going to, off camera, I'm not going to do it in front. Off camera, what I'll end up doing is putting some resin down and putting them through the UV lamp. And these don't come with a plastic stopper, so I've ordered some more online so that I can have stop in the back. I like having a bit of a stopper there, yeah, for obvious reasons, so that it doesn't come off and out of your ear and then you end up losing it. So these are the ones, they're really fiddly. So basically I'm just going to hold it like so, so that I can twist it out. I'm going to put this on, hopefully. Whoops. Yep. And then I will need to put the earring on, and I'll go that way so that's reversed to what it looks like. Close these back up, hopefully, if I can get hold of it. I'll just double check that so that it looks okay. So there is one. And I'll do the same for the other. And there you have it. My very first pair of earrings. Now, while these were drying and I was going through all the dramas, I did make up another couple of pairs, so I'll just show you those quickly. With the resin kit that I purchased, I had some mica, so I mixed some green mica in with it, and I just poured these into the mold. So I made some of those stereo leaves. And these little charms, these You can purchase these from Temu just as they are without the findings on it. So all I did was add on the earring part of that, and I've got two really cute earrings as well. So I'm just going to try and make up some of my own earrings to wear to work over the coming year. And I thought these were cute, but I'm going to have another crack and see if I can make a better pair, but these will do in the meantime. And off camera, I'm going to put the backs on those, and we're done. Thanks for sticking around and watching my video about making some polymer clay earrings. If you've got any tips, because I'm just starting out, I'm not going to sell these or anything, I'm just making them for myself, but if you have any tips and tricks that you'd like to share with me, please put them in the comments. Otherwise, thank you again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.